And there's Maastricht, Breda, Amsterdam, they all have the same problems. No shops, no horeca, no tourists.
Maastricht, one of the biggest cities in the Netherlands, located in the south. Big city, small streets, lots of history, good restaurants, and a rich culture. The best thing is that you can explore the entire city center on foot. There are a lot of expats in the city. Finding a local person can be a really tough task.
Wat de naam is? 20 years I living in Maastricht.
Ah, yes, perfect. I guess we'll leave it at that. The city attracts over 3 million tourists yearly, but everything changed when the coronavirus hit. We talked to some people to try and find out how the visitor management got affected by the pandemic and the measurements put in by the government.
My name is Michael. We started the hotel 3 years ago. We started on the 8th of June. And the 8th of June of 2021, we are 3 years open and we're almost 1 year closed by COVID-19.
Hi, my name is Sue. I'm 22 years old and I'm from Suriname.
My name is Sophie. I am living here now for 12 years.
My name is Sanne and I basically lived here all my life. I grew up here. I made a little
Detour?
Yeah, detour to the Randstad, but I came back like 3 years ago.
What coronavirus measurements have impacted you the most?
I think online school, because it was really difficult to just stay at home and stay motivated to be active in school in general.
Actually, the thing that affected me the most is that I could not see her on a terrace drinking alcohol the way I want to. That's the thing that affected me the most.
Yeah, I have to agree. And also I thought avondklok, so the clock in the evening, I found that quite a big measure in terms of personal freedom in that sense. Yeah.
Most is that when COVID hit the Netherlands, hit Maastricht, we didn't see that the tourists didn't come anymore to the Netherlands, to Maastricht. The shops closed, the restaurants, the bar closed, and then every city is not interested anymore for tourists to visit your city. And Maastricht, Breda, Amsterdam, they all have the same problems. No shops, no horeca, no tourists.
How do you think the Dutch government has handled the coronavirus so far?
I think this is actually a task that is impossible to do well. I think absolutely there are things that could have been improved, but I must say that I also see that as soon as people respond to what the public wants, or like more insight into when we would get our freedom, then there's still a lot of but it's never gonna be okay. So in that sense, I think we're quite lucky.
My personal opinion is that they support us, but they don't support us for 100%. They shut us down for 100%, but they don't support us financially for 100%. Decisions on government, I think we should open at the 1st of June, put lots of vaccines to the people we need to protect. And if we were allowed to open, no restrictions, just open, normal, everybody has regular times.
Well, I think it's very fake sometimes as to what's going to happen. I don't think they're really making good decisions for the long run. And I kind of feel like they feel pressured by the people itself to make some decisions, even though it's going really badly in the hospitals.
Do you think that the restrictions will have a lasting impact on your business?
I don't hope so, because we started very well, or we started well, we ended very well, and I hope we're going to start again very well till exceed.
Do you notice any differences between how the Netherlands and your home country is handling the coronavirus?
Well, they took it pretty seriously there. Well, from when I was still at home, it really impacted everything positively because the numbers went down, and after a year, everybody could go to school again and work again and just go out again. But now it's coming back and they have to do everything over again.
Have you noticed any big changes ever since the coronavirus and the measurements from our government?
Yeah. Work-wise, I also work as a psychologist, so I also see a lot of people dealing with mental issues, and I also see that in daily practice, people are way more irritated, people are way more annoyed, people don't tolerate each other more, and that's actually something that Holland is supposed to be really famous for, and I really see that slipping away. We are so intolerant. There also the upcoming of conspiracy theories is, I think, so dangerous. Really undermining the fundaments of what the world, basically science, is based on. Yeah.
Well, regarding to Maastricht, the city itself, I definitely noticed a difference between terraces being open again and not, the silence, it was very quiet here. Of course, Maastricht is a very touristic city, so now again you hear many Belgians and German people again, and I think that was the difference in being very quiet and no terraces, and I'm happy to see that the terraces are open again, so there's more, it's more busy and the people are happy again. But I also agree with Sophie that I did notice also in my personal surroundings that the coronavirus and the lockdown can be mentally very challenging. So yeah.
It seems that the coronavirus and the measurements have really taken a toll on the locals, the businesses and the tourists of Maastricht. The city has lost a lot of its visitors, and the tourism industry has really been fighting to stay afloat. Which is really unfortunate because it's the businesses, the bars, the cafes, the restaurants, the tourists which gives Maastricht its charm. But now that the restrictions are lifted, we can expect a new surge of visitors coming to Maastricht and help revive the tourist industry.